Welcome to video 4, guys. Delighted to be back. Me, TJ, and we have a special guest today, Paul Sharry.
Shape up with Sharry.
Shape up with Sharry.
No,
yeah. You've surely seen him at this stage.
So yeah, look, just to go back over some of the stuff we done last week, we were talking about the funnel, and we were talking more specifically about the top of the funnel. So creating content and opting people into the lists. So one of the things we talked about was business owners creating content. I know we were saying kind of a lot of business owners struggle to create content and struggle to think what sort of content they can create and where to go with it as well, what to do with it.
I think the problem is their mindset is actually getting away from what should be at the bottom of the funnel and taking a few steps back and saying, for someone who's never seen my brand before, what does that actually relate to that I would like to put in front of them and present? And I think Paul is a really good example of the sort of content he's been creating over the last year for the top of the funnel and right the way down.
Yeah, so one of the things we talked about was people try and jump straight to the bottom here to try and push the sale on social media, whereas we always try and say focus on solving some problems for your ideal customer first. So for anyone that doesn't know Paul owns Shape Up with Sharry. Do you want to give a brief kind of description of what it is and what you do?
Basically, it's an online fitness plan, so people that come to me looking to get a plan to help them get in better shape for an event coming up, like a wedding or a holiday, or just want to live a healthier lifestyle. So they basically come to me, give them a lot of information about themselves, and from all that information I'd make a plan for them, so an exercise plan and nutrition plan to follow, and then they'd keep on checking in with me and hopefully see results over a period of time.
Yeah, so the end goal here is obviously to for the customer to buy a plan. But before we get to there, you give out a lot of free content. You produce a lot of content up at this stages here in terms of free content, videos on Facebook, guides and stuff like that, and you also do some upgrade content, some lead magnets like say extra workouts and recipes and stuff like that as well. So that is what would you say agree that's what drives a lot of your traffic for your business? That's where your customers come from.
Yeah, massively, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you look at Sharry, at the very, very top, and he wants to look at someone who's never seen him before, why would they buy a fitness plan? They're not going to do that. So what does he need to give away at the start to make them?
Laughing over here in the corner. She is.
We'll bring her in a second. So at the very start of the funnel, what do we want to put in front of someone? So as Sharry said and TJ said, solving a problem. So we look to agitate an issue. So what is the issue? So maybe someone wants to work on their abs. So in terms of video content or what content that relates to, what sort of video would you normally create there?
Yeah, I just realised that mic is there. But yeah, so if we're looking at then what we do with this content, this is where we look at, say, with Facebook ads and stuff like that, that we push these valuable content out to people who have never seen your business before, never heard of you, don't know anything about you. We use Facebook, Google, things like that to push it out to these people, but the content is what's key. It's putting that useful information in front of them. And from there, then we would also opt people in. So that's where we look at, like, say, the extra guides and extra workouts and stuff like that. And then that is what leads down to the sale. So have you any advice for people, for business owners, about producing content, or what's your process for coming up with ideas?
Just from chatting to the lads earlier, we're kind of talking about how I started off, and like the first thing was a real trial and error starting off. So it was putting out a lot of stuff and kind of seeing what was getting good reactions and what people were actually interested in. And then from actually working in the gym as well, and from talking to people day to day, it's always the same issues that keep on coming up, as in a panic about an event coming up. Someone wants to try to just get a little bit better shape before an event, or it'll be always people obsessed with trying to get abs, or people trying to trim down, or for girls trying to grow glutes, basically their ass. There's always the same kind of key topics that keep on popping up and up, and you'll find when you put out content related to that, what people are actually interested in, you'll get more feedback and you'll generate more kind of leads out of that. But the same as well, there's also a big market for recipes and food as well, so a lot of people are always interested in enjoying food and losing weight at the same time, because people will always have this perception in their head that to lose fat you have to eat broccoli and rice and chicken all the time, whereas they actually give people a bit more education and say, well, it's not really that, it's going to come back to what your calories, basically your energy balance, and let them understand you can actually be creative with your food and you're still going to get results, to be interested in that as well. So it's trial and error, and then kind of hitting on the hot topics of what people really want to know about.
So you give away a lot of content for free.
Yeah.
I think even on that is all the content relates to who potentially the ideal customer is.
Yeah,
so it's not creating content for just any random person out there. Sharry knows exactly who is the person who this plan is suited to and who's going to be buying this. So that's in mind at the very start of the videos and what it's going to relate to with them. So the issues are addressing their issues and it's solving their problems.
Yeah.
And all that content is all value, as TJ said. It's all value. Someone who never seen Sharry before, after watching one of them app videos or some of the diets or recipes, now they've built a bit of trust in a relationship and they're a little bit further down that funnel.
Exactly. So guys, if you want to see a really good example of somebody who produces lots of good, valuable content, puts it out there for free, and then sees the return coming back in, have a look over at Paul Sharry's page, shapeupwithsharry.com. Check out his website. There's loads of blog videos and stuff there, and you'll see a really good example of business producing content for their customers.
And see you next week in
That's it.
video
Over and
5.
out, yeah.